Hey there! In this video I want to show you how we can consume events from Amazon Simple Queue service. You might be wondering, why should I use a message queue? First, they can help with asynchronous processing, so you don't need to handle all the heavy lifting on your main thread. You can just post a message to be consumed at a convenient time. They can help with scalability, so you can consume messages in parallel by multiple services. They can help with decoupling and having clear boundaries between services. They can help with resiliency, so you can consume events on your time and you can have retries, etc. And so also they can help with ordering. In this video, we're going to create a new queue in AWS and create relevant permissions. We're going to consume events in a background worker, we're going to try it out locally, and then we're going to try it out in an EC2 instance. So let's get started. Let's start by creating the queue. So let's head over to SQS and click here, create queue. And we're going to create a standard queue. We're going to call it my worker queue. We're going to have the default configuration here. We're going to disable encryption for now for this demo to keep it simple and cost-free. So to start with, we're just going to allow the owner to consume and read messages. And we're going to create a queue. Next, let's create permissions. Let's copy the ARN because we want precise permissions for added security. So let's head over to IAM and policies. Create a policy. So we're going to choose here SQS. And first we're going to need to be able to read a message. And then after we've read the message, we want to delete the message because now we've processed the message. And for the resources, we want a specific resource. And let's add it here. US East 1. No, we don't need all this. We're just gonna use this. All right. And next, and review. And policy name, SQS worker policy. Policy to allow consuming events. Let's create a policy. Next, we need a role for the EC2 machine that we're gonna create. So we're gonna choose here EC2 and next. And we're gonna add the permission that the policy we created, SQS worker policy. And we're gonna call it SQS worker role. This seems okay, and let's create the role. I have my demo application open, and I already did some prep work. I created a worker service in nodejs, and it's really simple. It just says worker is running. So if I run it here, it just says worker is running. It has jest enabled, so we can add tests, and it has a Docker file, and you can either deploy it to Kubernetes or Docker Compose. So if you want to get a hands-on video on how we set this up, then please add a comment to the video. For now, let's focus on the application code and add the code to actually consume the event. Luckily, there exists an awesome library that can help us consume events. So this is a super lightweight library. I like it a lot. So let's install it and let's copy the boilerplate code here and head over to our code. Let's just paste it in here. Let's move this into a variable here. Let's create another variable for the region. We are in US East 1. And we're gonna use this here. We're gonna need to pass in the region as well here. And let's then go over to our queue. Let's copy the URL, head over to our code, paste it in here. And let's console log something here. So console log message, and then just message.body. Should be fine. Oops. Okay, so let's head to the terminal and build it and start the application. Okay, there's no error, meaning that the code was able to connect to AWS. So let's try to push an event. So send and receive messages here on the top. Let's say here, hello Jakob, and send the message. Alright, success. It's a really good practice to delete messages that we have processed, but if you look at our queue here, we can see it's empty. So I wonder why that is. So let's look at this awesome library that we are using. So if we go here, messages are deleted from the queue once they are handled. The handler function has completed successfully. So meaning that we don't need to explicitly delete messages. That's awesome. So let's say we want the worker to handle multiple types of messages or jobs. So we could do that by having separate queues, or we can try to decode the body and have some instructions inside the body. So let's assume the body is JSON. So let's create a method to parse a JSON. Alright, here it is. Try parse a JSON. Alright, and let's decode the message here. And let's just console log here, name. Alright, and here we could have a switch statement to run various jobs. And let's change this message here to be message handled. Let's clean this code up a bit. Let's move this up here, and here we say processing error. And here we say unhandled exception. And then here we should actually just terminate the process. Alright, so let's try this. This is the action, and send the message. Let's look at our code. Receipt action, this is the action. Alright. I did some further cleanup. I moved the try parse JSON method into a message helper, and going forward you would probably like to move more logic from here to there. But for now this is fine, and I added some tests for the parsing of JSON. Now we're ready to build an image and deploy it to an EC2 machine. So let's make our build server do that. So I've already checked out the branch, and so let's add the code, add the code, add a commit, add a message consumer. Let's try it again, running all the tests. Alright, and let's push it now. Let's check out GitHub, create a pull request. Wait for the build. Now we can merge. Alright, now we push the images to ECR, and we are ready to deploy it to an EC2 instance. I have a CloudFormation project that I created in a separate video, see link in description, that we can use to create an EC2 instance with all the requirements for Docker Compose. So let's start with selecting our profile. And let's look at the readme. To create a stack, we just run this. So this should create everything that we need. Alright, so let's head over to AWS and EC2. Our machine is being initialized. Alright, it's ready. Let's update the role. So let's use the SQS worker role that we created. otherwise it won't have permissions to access the queue. So let's now connect to the instance. Okay, here are images. Let's check out logs here for the worker. So it's not working. Let's stop this one. Start it again. Check out the logs. Right, let's try to post a message. Best action. Right. This would be great. So let's check it out. It's working. That's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Please experiment with SQS. It's awesome. Please let me know if you'd like me to explore something related to this. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.